We have been on fire in the NBA. Today, it's Sunday, October 26th. As always, I hop on PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy and give you guys 3 or 4 bets I absolutely love in these games. We have been on an absolute heater. I'm recording this a little bit early, so I don't have the exact results for yesterday. The day before, that was a 2-1 day. Realistically, right now, it's looking like we might go 3-0 yesterday. I'll pin the results in the comments right when that game finishes. The VIP also has been real money. Before we get into that, though, guys, firstly, go down there, hit a like on this video. Only takes 1 click. Really do appreciate all the likes. Does help push this video out to the algorithm. Yesterday was our most liked YouTube video of all time on this channel. So I'm going to switch it up. If you guys get me 50 likes on this video, I will pin an extra bet in the comments. So I'll give you guys an extra bet. All you have to do is hit that 50 likes, go down there and click the like, and then guys, go down there and subscribe. We make our 2 or 3 or 4, mostly 3 or 4 best bets in the NBA every single day. You can check our account. I'm so hyped the NBA is back because we have been on an absolute heater. Go and subscribe because we give you guys profitable picks all season long. We have been on absolute fire. I'll quickly go over just so you guys know what the bets are for yesterday and how they're looking. So if we go to NBA games here, my first pick was, like I'll show you, I'm recording this a little bit earlier. I have something at night, so I have to record this early. But first pick is Shea under 33.5 points. Again, 8 minutes left in the second. Shea right now is sitting at 8 points, so that's looking pretty good. Like, again, there could be a blowout here. I'm predicting, like, right now, I think there's like a 75% chance this hits. 8 points in his minutes is actually pretty low in 10 minutes. 33.5 is a very high number. And then we do have LaMelo Ball over 21.5 points. He has 10 points in only 9 minutes. That bet's looking really good. And then the only bet that's looking a bit 50-50 right now is Tyrese Maxey under 27 points. He's at 12 in 11 minutes. He's 4 for 6 from 3, but there's still a lot of game left. There's still blowout potential. I think we have a chance to go 3-0. Like I said, the full results for yesterday will be in the comment section. Today, I have 3 bets for you guys I really do like, but I'm going to tell you guys one thing before I get into my first bet, and that one thing is you need to download Sleeper. I've put Sleeper, the top link in my description, or you can download the app. With our code BROS, no deposit necessary. They will give you $20 free to play with. No other sportsbook, no other daily fantasy app will give you this crazy deal. It's literally no risk. Worst case scenario, guys, download Sleeper, put that $20 on a long shot lay, and best case scenario, you have like 1,000. Worst case scenario, you lost nothing. You didn't put any money in, or take some profitable picks, take some profitable bets, and you can build up this $20 into multiple hundreds or maybe even 1,000 if you really get on fire. Again, like I said, no deposit required, none of your own money. There is no reason not to download Sleeper. You can either just download in the App Store or, like I said, top link in the description. Sleeper also has these free picks like Jaylen Brunson, more than 1 PRA. This is automatic. This is guaranteed to win. So that $20, you can easily build it up to a ton of money. If you're going to take one thing away from this video, download Sleeper. It's available in all these states, all these provinces in Canada too. Code BROS. You have to use code BROS to get that $20. So pick number 1, always, I hop on PrizePicks and Underdog and show you where the value is. But PrizePicks right now is sleeping. They don't have any lines available for Sunday. So for this video, I'm just going to show you the plays on Underdog. But you can check my last video. You can check other videos. I find like little point differences. Like yesterday, Tyrese Maxey was 26.5 on. It was 26.5 on Underdog, 27 on PrizePicks, and I wanted the under, so I took it on PrizePicks. First pick is going to be Jaylen Brown over 23.5 points. So if we look at Jaylen Brown's game log this year, 23 and 25. 1 game over, 1 game under. Very close in these games. The game he went under, he was 2 for 4 from the free throw line. He's normally like a 70 to 80% shooter. So average, he would have hit 3 of these and he would have hit 24. But that's not why I'm really taking this. The reason I'm taking it is because if you go Jaylen Brown versus Detroit, and look what he's done against Detroit recently. Last 5 games, hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. And what's especially good, all these games have Jason Tatum in it. Jaylen Brown is a much more much more volume-heavy shooter. Without Jason Tatum, he's much more of this offense. He's going to shoot more. 14 in a game. This was with Jason Tatum most recently, only 12 shots. Before that, 28, 24, 33, 31, crushing this, averaging 26 points in his last 5 games against Detroit. Even the last 2 games, he's averaging 24 points. So, last 2, he's averaging over this. Now, he doesn't get Jason Tatum in these games where he always just, in general, kills Detroit. And if we go to Fantasy Pros, this is like NBA defense against position. If you go to shooting guards, you can see Detroit was so far in 2025. I know, such a small sample size. You really can't take this into account. It's more important to kind of take 2024 into account. But just as of now, Detroit giving up the 6th most to shooting guards. Jaylen Brown's kind of a shooting guard, kind of a small forward. He kind of plays both. Back in 2024, Detroit was a team that was kind of middle of the pack against shooting guards. It's more Jaylen Brown's cooked them. He's without Jason Tatum. His shot volume is going to be super high. I think Jaylen Brown going forward, his line should be 24, even 25.5. I think every time 23.5. In a good matchup, I'm going to take that over. That's officially my pick number 1. I would not be surprised if PrizePicks goes over here and starts this line right at 24.5. The second thing I want to tell you guys, not only Sleeper is good to get on, you also should be on both PrizePicks and Underdog. Both these will have free picks. They'll both give you deposit matches with our code BROS. So what I always say you're just on PrizePicks, say you're a PrizePicks user, you will know they run these free props like every week or two, and these are just free money for you guys to build up your bankroll. But say you're just on PrizePicks, sure, that's free money, but imagine you're on PrizePicks, Underdog, and Sleeper, all 3 of them, and then all of them run the same promo on the same day. You're literally making triple the amount of free money, and all these apps will give you deposit matches. The deposit match on PrizePicks, when you play your first $5 with code BROS, they'll add $50 into your account. So deposit any amount, play your first 5, they'll add 50. So say you put in $20, play your first 5, now you have $70. Insane return on investment. Underdog will do the same thing, but instead of giving you 50, they'll actually give you 100. So it's like crazy. Say you're normally a PrizePicks user, get on Underdog, put in like $20, play your first 5, now you have 120. It's literally free money. They run these free picks as well. Sleeper, PrizePicks, Underdog, that's literally like the toolkit for profitable bettors because you can take advantage of these free squares, you can take advantage of the deposit matches. Sleeper obviously has the best deposit match. If you really want to be profitable, get on all of these apps. Pick number 2, I'm going to go down here and look at Mikal Bridges. Look at his rebounds at 3.5. It's a little bit juiced to this over, and I'm fine with that. I think PrizePicks, for sure, this is going to open at 4 rebounds, so this is going to be a pick you're going to want to take on Underdog. It's a little bit juiced, but I'm fine with that because it's still, you can't see it, but it's still a 2.83 multiplier when the base multiplier is 3, so it's really not butchering your money that much. Look at Mikal, his last 4 games, 6, 5, 7, 4, crushing this easily in all of his last 4 games. The reason I do like this at 3.5 much more than I like it at 4 is because he did land on 4 right here, and if you look at Mikal Bridges versus the Heat, 1, 4, 3, these are games, I don't know what I just sorted by. I'll go by date here, but again, he's only hit this in one of his 3 games on the Knicks versus the Heat. But these are games playing 28 minutes, 32 minutes, and one of the games he only got 1 rebound. He shot 28 points. He was more of a scorer that game. I really don't see him having to carry that scoring load with a guy like Karl-Anthony Towns, 22.5, Jalen Brunson, 26.5. OG Anunoby even has a higher points line than this. I think Mikal, based on how good he's been rebounding, we're getting this value. And before that, we saw 9, 6, 7, 7. The big reason I like 3.5 more than 4 is because he has a game 4 recently, and he has a game here 4 against the Heat. I would not be surprised if he lands right on 4, but on Underdog, if he lands right on 4, that's fine because that is a winning bet. That's going to be my second best play. I really think this is just, you're not asking too much of Mikal. I don't think he has a great offensive night. I'll go over to NBA defense against position and see in 2025. I don't know, Mikal's kind of a power forward, small forward. Him and OG kind of play the same position, but if you go to rebounds in general, the Heat are right here, like bottom 10 against power forwards in 2025. Again, you can't take too much into account from that, but it's not a terrible stat. And then go to 2024, look at rebounds. You will see the Heat in general, just to all positions, are kind of like middle of the pack here. They're not terrible. They're not great. And in the spot where Mikal is crushing this line, I really do think 3.5 has some good value. Before my last pick, I'm going to tell you guys, VIP, we also send out 1 extra free pick, and we give you guys 4 free premium VIP bets to all of our premium subscribers. So you can go and claim one of these free picks with a massive word write-up. It'll be second link in the description. I've moved Sleeper into the first link in the description because I honestly don't know how much longer they're going to run this $20 free no deposit. Every single person watching this should take advantage of that because you have to put none of your own money. So that's the first link. The second link is the VIP. Here's the free plan. It's literally going to cost you nothing. You're going to get 1 extra best bet every single day, but you honestly should be joining the week or the month because this will pay for itself in 1 or 2 days. We have so many 4-0 days. WNBA, we were crushing 4-0 days. It felt like every other day. And then the NBA, we are going to be super profitable. This will pay for itself, like I said, in 1 or 2 days. The rest of the week or the rest of the month will be straight profit. It's super cheap. I want as many people on here as possible. I want a community of boys all cashing together. The VIP is where I send out my favorite picks and those massive word write-ups. Going over here to Underdog. Last pick of the day. It's going to seem like a weird pick. The line is very high, but I actually do like DeMar DeRozan over 23.5 points. My philosophy, if you see guys having massive point differences and their lines are still similar, that means the books think one guy's going to go off and the other guy isn't. So Zach LaVine recently has been putting up massive point lines. 31 and 30, crushing his 23.5. And DeMar DeRozan has the same line, but he's coming off a game with 7 points. If you don't know, DeMar DeRozan is heavily linked to LeBron James constantly and this Lakers team in trade talks. DeMar ended up going to the Kings, but I think in this matchup, it's a really good spot because if you go to NBA defense position, go to power forward, or I guess small forward. I guess he kind of plays both power forward and small forward. Just forwards in general, if you search the most points, Lakers give up like 7th most to small forwards in the NBA this year, and like top 10 against power forwards. I'll show you the Lakers game logs against the Timberwolves. They let Julius Randle go here, score 26 points. Jay Randle is not as good of a scorer as DeMar DeRozan in. McDaniel's 10, but McDaniel's is not much of a scorer. That was the second game. The first game they played Warriors. What happens with the forwards? Jimmy Butler goes out here, 31 points, absolutely crushing this line. And then Kuminga gets 17, and Kuminga's not even that much of a volume shooter. DeMar DeRozan is going to be a heavy volume shooter. He's coming off a really bad game. This Lakers defense is atrocious without LeBron James. They really don't have great players. I think this 23.5 points line is going to look high to a lot of people, but I really think it's a good value pick just because he's coming off a bad game. Lakers have been terrible against forwards. Levine's coming off some good games, so I could see a bad game from Levine, good game from DeMar DeRozan. I really do like that as my third official bet. I really wish PrizePicks came out with lines sooner, because if you could check every one of my past videos, you will see I find like Underdog has a 1 point higher here. PrizePicks has a half point lower here. So you can find value on both the apps. And if you want to truly be profitable, you got to get on both of them, because even now PrizePicks is going to have some value. But a lot of times the earlier you pick the bets, the more value, the more profitable you are, because the lines are going to move. And Underdog has these lines come out super soon. PrizePicks has its advantages. Underdog has its advantages. Sleeper obviously has its advantages. Code BROS on all that. The VIP will be second link in the description. Go down there and like the video, because once I see this video hit 50 likes, I will add a fourth bet in the pinned comment. If you're going to take one thing away from this, I know I sound like a broken record, but I don't know how much longer they're going to do this. Download Sleeper, use code BROS, claim that $20. You can build that into multiple hundreds using these free picks and using some profitable bets. I'm really liking these 3 picks. I'm feeling a 3-0 day. I'll send a pick on the VIP, and I'll put a pick in the description. I really do like. We're going to be money today. I love these picks in the NBA on Sunday. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.